Hey you YouTube adventurers, and welcome to another video from the Stief Adventure Academy, and today it's Valentine's Day. So we got thinking about Valentine's Day, and what do you want to do for Valentine's Day? So we thought we might do a quick video of things we love to carry on Valentine's Day. Now we learned an important lesson here at the Adventure Academy just this weekend. We were going tobogganing, so we got to thinking, in our tiny little meat cells up here in under our hats, and we thought to ourselves, you know what? If we're going to go tobogganing, maybe a thing might be to, you're going to be sliding down the hill, shooting really, down the hill at a dizzying pace, skimming across the waves with the wailing and gnashing of teeth, and then you're going to, smash into stuff and tumble, and it could get crazy. Also, you're traveling on a medium that's great at camouflaging things. You're going to wait till spring and you might find a car in the backyard, or you might find a lawnmower. It's a redneck's dream, right? It's like Christmas all over again, but in the springtime. So we got to thinking, well, maybe what we should do is we should empty our pockets. So we started taking stuff out of our pockets, and we, put it on the desk, and then we went tobogganing. Because now, when you tumble and roll and tomahawk into the bush, you're not going to, lose your stuff. So we get a couple of runs in, having a good time, smiles per mile are happening, and then, oh my goodness, there's no way we took everything out of our pockets, and now our pockets are empty. So we looked around on the hill trying to find one of our prized pocket knives that we really thought we had carried. Since we've been carrying a knife in that position for, turns out to be quite a long time, 24 years, we really thought maybe that we'd lost our cold steel Recon 1. With the polished edge and the modded clip and the polished internals and oh boy. Well, could have been worse. It was mostly a stock knife, and it's not, you start talking yourself out of it. Well, we get home, and guess what? We took everything out of our pockets, and that knife was on the desk. So all that wandering around and worry and thinking about, what are we going to replace it with? And, really we should save and get the XL Recon 1 because that's the one you really wanted. Anyway, all that heartache taught us a valuable lesson here at the Adventure Academy. All this white hair, it ain't just from, Coca-Cola. Some of it's from actual concern for gear. What did we learn? Valuable lesson. Never take your EDC stuff out of your pockets, people. Doesn't matter if you're going tobogganing. Whatever. You're going to see it on the top of the snow anyway. So, valuable lesson learned. Never take your knife out of your pocket, because that's just crazy talk. So, back to our themed video today for Valentine's Day. Oh, you Valentines! Things that we really love to carry on a daily basis. Now, we're going to do a couple of honorable mentions. We'll reach into the old pocket, and we're going to honorably mention this guy right here, the dual trench lighter. This is a fantastic piece. The sleeve, the wind screen, it can be slid up and down, so you can pick how much flame you want. It's really nice. This one's been modded out in a traditional way, so we've replaced all of the rayon inside with actual cotton. That way you can pull it out and use it for another fire. There are three additional ferro rods that we're not using. The ferro rods make the spark, and as you can see, this one sparks really nicely. Other mods we did was we switched to a Zippo wick. The wick's been swapped out. The rayon wick doesn't burn up. This one comes with a cotton wick, which is kind of weird. Rayon inside, so it doesn't burn, but the wick itself was actually cotton. And so what we found was the wick was burning. This is part of the reason it's honorably mentioned. The wick was burning itself, and so the lighter would have less and less wick over time if it ran low on fuel, which it quite traditionally does. Oh, there we go! Look at you go! I'm so proud of you. So you can shield it or you can unshield it. It's really nice for lighting fireworks. It heats up quite quickly, but this thing really throws a nice flame. Why is it an honorable mention? Oh, I love this thing. It's so cool in your pocket. I carry it pretty well all the time. The however is, it doesn't have the fuel capacity that our survival modded Zippo does. It doesn't have the fuel capacity, it doesn't have the survivability. So this holds fuel for about 6 days. And that 6th day, it's kind of spotty. It also hates to be cold. So if you fuel it up and then fuel this one up, put them both in the same pocket and go hiking at minus 10, minus 15, and minus 20. It gets pretty crazy here in the wilds of Albert County. This lighter hates to be cold. So even in your pocket, the Zippo, I'm sorry to say, is superior. I think it might have a slightly longer ignition strike. I don't know what it is, but the same wick, same guts, same fuel, same pocket, same conditions. But this one's cooler. But performance over cool. It's EDC. Sometimes it's cool over performance. This one is also modded with the Fisher custom leather. Definitely check those guys out. There'll be opportunities all around the channel. Look at Fisher's gear. So Fisher custom leather on their Facebook machine. They made this slip. It seals the lighter, so you just have to pinch the lighter up a little bit before you can open the cap. Every time. What are you going to do? But the leather sleeve not only keeps it from clanking around in your pocket, it gives you the sweet leather. Look at that. Oh, water buffalo. Ay, ay, ay. It's so nice. The stitching is just silly. This guy is an artist and an engineer. We'll circle back to that. So, lighters. Love to carry them. Other things that we love to carry. 1 of 8 in Canada. 1 of 100 in the world. DB coin. Loving it. Just a little tchotchke. This is great to have in your pocket when you're going to Costco and that sort of thing, where you gotta wear the because of the yeah. Anyway, it's over, people, and that's all I got to say about that. But when you're feeling the stress, it's nice to be able to just kind of, gee whiz, I just want to get in here. I want to get some Balgus and cheese, and I want to get outside. So something you can carry. Other things we like to carry. You know what? Carrying a flashlight. I never carried a flashlight, and I'll tell you why. I had good eyes. I didn't need a flashlight in my mind. And then you put a flashlight in your pocket, and guess what? You're using it all the time. Oh, I got a flashlight. Oh, I can look under the car seat. I got a flashlight. Oh, I can do all kinds of things. Wait a minute. I got a light for that. It's just really nice. Things to consider about the light is what kind of batteries you want to use. AA. You can buy them anywhere. Had some rechargeables. This thing is awesome. I went with the Olight i5 TEOS. Had to have the optional $9 more for the blue clip because boop boop. Anyway, this is a great running light. The tail switch was a little wonky insofar as it has 3 positions, off, a little bit on, and then holy moly. Yeah, the camera hates that. So do the people around you. So be careful with your flashlight. Other things I might say is that this one with the dual clip, so you can clip it with the tip up or tip down, tip up. That's the way to carry your knife, and frankly, it's the way to carry this Olight flashlight, because when you bend down, your belt presses the light on, clickety-click, and then it's on in your pocket for an indeterminate amount of time. How much battery do you have left? You have to carry the denominator, and you get that math done. It's very, very difficult, so I generally carry that light. Something else I love to carry, and I wish I had thought of it before, even when my eyes were way better than they are now, is a pair of magnifying glasses. These guys here, they fold out. I'll show you this. So they become glasses, right here. They're glasses. Clickety-click, barber trick. These telescope in and out, and now you can see stuff. Now, if your eyes are good, and they probably are, you may not need glasses, but they're in this tiny little case. They're not much bigger than a Zippo lighter, and you've got 2 times magnification for pulling splinters or working on that intricate projects. It's, frankly, it's a powerful, powerful tool. It doesn't cost a lot of money on the Amazon machine, and you can use it for everything. People with a splinter are really going to like you. We got some of our homemade beer bomb / lip gloss. What else do we do? Yeah, something else we carry, of course, is our Fisher custom leather front pocket wallet. Now, this wallet is designed to be minimalist. You can see it's packed up quite thick. But I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 ID cards, because you've got to carry all these cards, you know, your pals and all that other stuff. But this leather wallet, it still smells great. This design is amazing. So you've got pockets here, you've got pockets here, you've got, and the front pocket where it gets its name. What's fun about that is you can put this in your front pocket. Now, if you're a back pocket guy, it's still a good piece for you, and I'll tell you why. Because your cards that you use all the time are right here. So you can pull out your cards, you can swipe them, tap them, do whatever you need to do, and then put it back in your wallet while the wallet's still in your pocket. See? And really, it's a card TARDIS, because I've got way more in here than the average person would probably carry in their wallet, and the wallet is still quite thin. It closes really nicely. I gave a couple of these as gifts one time, and a friend of mine is, he's got a whole month's worth of receipts. He's got his cards and business cards and all the cards and the cards and the kids' cards all in that wallet, and it still looks pretty much like that. This one was prototype, so it's riveted. You can get it with brass rivets, you can get it screws, but the sewed ones are so nice. And he's got a crazy horse leather that he's doing these bad boys in. You want it. You really do. They're also not a crazy price. So if you're dropping a Hondo on a titanium wallet that isn't going to fit all your stuff and doesn't have that natural feel, it's always just going to be titanium, and 100 people have them, check out Fisher Custom Leather. Laser engraving, hand carving, he can do it. You will not be disappointed. Other things that we love to carry. Well, we're getting to the fun stuff now, aren't we? Let's see. Let's go in order of... There's no order. Cold Steel Recon Tanto. You just can't get a better knife for money. You can get a different knife, but I would say, here it is, you can't buy a better knife. You can buy a different knife, but you can't buy a better folding knife. It's basically a fixed blade insofar as the lock strength. It's very easy on the wallet. S35 VN, G10, deep carry, mostly deep carry clip. I wish they would fold it over just because I like those clips better. It's a machine. Other things we love to carry. And yeah, this is my everyday carry. Cool, the Spyderco PM2 with the DNT3 custom copper scales with the forged patina. eBay titanium clip with the Spyderco logo relief. Whew. And of course, the Lego Mandalorian. Well, why wouldn't you want, if you're going to do a lanyard on your knife, lanyards are stupid. But if you're going to do one, it may as well be cool. Lego Mandalorian, gotta have it. If you've seen any of my videos, you know what the problem is with this knife. Why I hate the PM2, get you some of that. And of course, finally, but not in the least bit, the custom Chavez 229 Ultramar. People call theirs the Ultramar. This is an Ultramar. I did the research. They also call them the Redemption, and I would love to know, is there actually Redemption, or are they all Ultramars? And if there's actually Redemption, well, how is it different from an Ultramar? Is it only spelling and pronunciation, or is it actually physically different in some way? Whew. How is this custom? Wow, let us count the waves. 11.5 degree edge on the Tanto blade, acid wash, street thumb stud. It's 1/3 smaller, so it's a little bit easier to get your flick on. I also just like how it sits, although I still have the big thumb stud, and I'll probably switch from time to time just because the thumb stud is not an EDC, the knife is. Polished internals, custom hand polished backspacer, hand polished clip. It's just this thing. Listen to the sound. Golly, M390, come on down. You're the next contestant on. Golly, that knife is awesome. And so for Valentine's Day, it's really not a love video, but they are things that we love to carry. Final thing we'll look at, key solutions. Now there's lots of key solutions in the world. Frankly, I think most of them are bad. I've used lots of key solutions. Multiple rings, the little thingy with the ringy thingy that you clip all your little keys on, and it's got a little hooky thing, and it's all rigid, and it doesn't fit in your pocket real well. Because you're going to put your keys in your pocket, but you're going to clip them on your belt loop, and frankly, keys, little bits of metal that govern your life. You can't do anything with it unless this little piece of metal is in your pocket. It says, yes, you can. How painful is that? In any case, when you got church keys, and you got your keys, and you got car keys, your car keys are enormous. Cool, but enormous. And then you got the fob, and then you got another fob. Golly, just a lot to deal with. So, paracord is the way to go. Olight, these things are spectacular. You basically pay the shipping for them if you buy them at the right time of the year. And by buy, I mean add to cart and you get one free. These are awesome. USB-C inside A little green indicator tells you you're charging. It's red when it's recharging, green when it's good to go. Only thing I would say is they are a little bit pressure sensitive, so you can see it's on threads. And so you'll want to press on the light until the light goes out while you're turning the threads, so that you're not doing this in your pocket with the pressure. Clickety clickety click, light on. Clickety clickety click, no light on. Other things that I did, this is the largest of the Flytanium carabiners in the titanium. That's why it's so light, because it's tiny. It actually makes my Olight look huge, and it ain't huge. But this is, frankly, when I first saw it, I'll be honest, I was, oof. That price for that little piece of titanium, it's tiny. But I'm glad I didn't buy the smaller one, because that's just silly. Always buy the bigger one. And, frankly, it is exactly the right size to be on your keyring. It hardly ever taps on the steering column, and if it does, you just give it a little flicky over to the other side. The paracord is real nice and flexible. It's very easy to just hand someone a wad of keys. And a couple of snake knots. Shout out to Bestam EDC, pardon the language, but that's his channel name. I didn't pick it. He got me into the snake knot, and frankly, it looks good. He does a nice tutorial how to tie it. It's just sharp. Downside with this is that if you have to leave your car for service, you're probably leaving them your whole stack of keys. So, take the key off of your wife's traditional key ring, leave them that key. Or, if you got one of them Kias, peel the sticker off and just leave the fob. And by the way, this sticker wraps around so that because this little pressy button right here lets the fob fall off at St. Martin's, where it falls down into the rocks, and you have no idea it's lost till you get back to the car, and then you're like, oh, it's going to be a long walk home. Long, angry walk home. But prayer works. Thank goodness our Heavenly Father Jehovah, not only did they direct us back to where the key was, but it was in a place where we were able to reach it easily. It hadn't fallen down into the rocks, into the oblivion forever and ever. So, those are the things that we love to carry. It's on Valentine's Day. And in every way, we hope you have a fantastic snow day. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for watching. If you're interested, we would love to see you subscribed. We're up to 402 subscribers, and thank you so much for that. That's a really cool number. I'd like to be at 4 million, but you know what? It's not about the Benjamins. It's frankly about the Wilsons. Because the Wilson's on the Hondo. And everybody wants the Hondos. But in truth, it's really not about that even. It's really just about having a good time on the internet. We hope that you do too. Like, tag, share, follow. Jump on over to Instagram if you want to follow us there at hashtag, excuse me, that's not right, at Survival Instructor. Stay sharp. Thanks for joining us. Happy Valentine's Day. Bye for now.